Today is a travel day, and after 3 days in Brunei, I'm going to head off out of the country to head towards the Malaysian side of Borneo, and I'm heading towards a city called Miri. Although Brunei has been beautiful, the weather's been nice, it's not really a country for me. There's not a lot happening. A lot of people tell me it's very boring, and this is coming from people who actually live here. And this is the waterfront. So I've come to the decision to leave a couple of days early and try to find out how to get across the border has been very, very difficult. And I'm finding more and more that I should not believe the internet. I have read so many people's blogs that say it's impossible to cross the border. You've got to get nearer by some of the towns within Brunei, close to the border of Malaysian Borneo, and then get taxis, hitchhike, fly a kite and hold on to the tails. I don't know. I've come down to town, to the city centre, and asked around for a bus, and I found one. Easy. And it was something that was mentioned the other day by one of the taxi drivers who said, oh yeah, there's a bus that goes to the Indonesian side of Borneo, but it'll drop you off the way. So coming into the city centre this morning was difficult because today is, for a Sunday, it's a no car day for 2 hours. Where they close a lot of the major roads and allow people to go skateboarding and running and stuff like that. And there is rumours that every now and again even the Sultan will get involved on a bike. But it's coming up to 11 o'clock. So the bus you need is this one. On the front it'll say Pontiac, I don't know how you say it, Pontiac, and that bus will take you via the airport in Miri. And from the airport, I'm hoping once I get there, I can get an Uber, a Grab, or I can hitch a ride off someone else. But at least I'll be in Malaysian Borneo without worrying about going through. Now the people on the bus driver and the conductor do not speak any English at all. So I had to find someone that was at the bus stop just here to translate for me. And although I kept saying I want to go to Miri, he kept saying I'm going to the airport, which I don't care, you're going to be in Miri. So he basically goes to the airport and carries on to the next city after he picks people up. But this is a lot cheaper than what I've read online by people doing various other stuff. It's cost me $30, and that's 30 Brunei dollars, which I'm happy about. Bags are already on. I've paid for my fare. It's about to go in about 3 minutes time. So let's go. I'm at the border and as usual, ain't got a clue what's happening. So I've just come off the bus, which is somewhere around there. Just been in this building, had my passport stamped out of Brunei. Oh, there's the bus, and I assume we're going through to Malaysia side. Now I haven't done an arrivals stamp or arrivals thing that you do online. What to do when you've got no data and there's no Wi-Fi on this border. I hope they let me in. I'm now on the Malaysian side of the customs, already go through, and there's no offices open. We've just gone through the drive-through individually, walking. I didn't have to do an individual arrivals card, even though I'm coming back into the country. I'm assuming I'm surviving on the old one. Bus driver, hello, bless him. It's about another half an hour to the city I want to go to, Miri. It's just gone too smoothly, and after all these people online going, it's impossible to get through from Brunei to Malaysian Borneo. What planet are they on? You don't ask, you don't find out things. So I think one of the guys is having problems with his passport, so it could be a bit of a wait to go through. But this is taking me to Miri Airport. It's just going along the way. From the airport, hopefully I'll get some Wi-Fi and get a taxi, and then I'll have to find a hotel or a hostel. I have no idea what's there. It's all very exciting. It's been half an hour since I last did the video, and we haven't moved. Buses behind me, and officially is Malaysian Borneo over there. So there's one guy who's got a problem with his passport. He's being led around, and I'm only guessing because no one speaks English on the bus, not even the passengers. So I'm a little surprised that I've got this far. So far I left at 11:17 on the dot, and it's now 14:39. So it's like 3.5 hours so far. It took 2 hours just to get to the border, so an hour and a half being here. I mean, back here going to Brunei, that's quite busy. And I'm not too sure if I'm meant to be taking videos or not. So have I got a plan yet? No. No Wi-Fi here, so I can't do anything. Just a case of waiting. Still looks pretty. And if you are trying to find out how to get across, because you're watching this video, so I've got a better view of the bus itself. So that's what I'll get on the front. There is a website that you can go on to book a bus. And this is on the back of all the seats. This is what I saw. And I think what you got to do is turn up at the waterfront in Brunei, in the capital, and just look for one of their buses. 11 o'clock is the time to go for. Oh, I think I might have some action going. I'm just following everybody else. So it's a health check for monkeypox, and my name wasn't on the list, but basically he's just checking everyone's temperature, checking their hands for lesions to make sure COVID and monkeypox doesn't come in. I think the guy's just bored. I've now been dropped off side of the road. The bus is driving off, I think. They've basically told me to go across the road. I have no idea what's over there. I am very confused because I'm nowhere near the airport. I have no idea where I am. I've just looked on my offline maps. I look like I am on the outskirts of Miri. There is some shops around here, and if I can find a coffee shop. Oh, there's a gymnasium. Don't know if that's going to be any good. Yeah. Oh, there's a bridge. So basically everybody on that bus is Indonesian. I only found that out from the list that I looked at when waiting for the health guide to do stuff. So that goes from Brunei all the way through to Indonesian Borneo, and I was just looking up to jump on, and they just dropped me off here. Is this a shopping centre? Now the one guy that we were waiting for on... Oh, what's over there? I don't know where I'm going. But yeah, the one guy that we were waiting for at the border to sort his passport out couldn't go through. So I think the bus driver was trying to sort it out, but in the end just went, I'm leaving you, bye bye. But it's now, looked at my watch, 3:15. A lot of cars around here. Q-Mart. Let's have a little 100. Right, there's a lot of shops here. There has to be a coffee shop. Now when I left Labuan to go to Brunei, I still had a lot of Malaysian money, and I still got it on me, which means I can go to somewhere. And more importantly, I've not had anything to eat today so far. Right, I just had a proper sit down, had a look on my offline maps. The area that I'm in looks like it's an out of town supermarket with a lot of stalls around it. The centre of the city where I need to be is about 15 kilometres away. There is no taxis, I've asked. Mind you, I don't think they understood me. There is no Wi-Fi. There is Wi-Fi in there for free, but for some reason it's not letting me connect. So I could start walking 15 kilometres. Hopefully someone might stop and give me a lift. But I've just seen TT Canteen. Oh no, that's just the gym. So, at the moment, I'm stuck. There is coffee shops further on down, about a kilometre and a half, so about 10-15 minute walk. So there's a chance that I could get some free Wi-Fi from there. Let's try it. The problem with using the offline map is it's not up to date. So I've just walked down from the market and I have found a cafe. but no Wi-Fi. So I've ordered myself a quick coffee, with the hope that I gave her a tip as well, with the hope that she can order me a Grab taxi and take me to McDonald's, because I know they will have Wi-Fi. Because I need to book a hotel or a hostel, and I don't know which they have here, because I didn't even think I was going to be in Miri today. She was all ready to help me, and I just said I need to go to a McDonald's. It's the only thing I could think of that I know has got free Wi-Fi. And then she pointed and said, there's one across the road over there. You're joking. So basically where they dropped me off, if I'd walked a 5-minute up the road, I would have seen a McDonald's. I could have gone in, got some food, used the Wi-Fi, and be on my way. God, these steps are high for my little legs. So it looks like the McDonald's is for the main road users, the buses, the long distance car drivers, and me. Now you may think, why doesn't he have a SIM card? I try not to have a SIM card. I rely on Wi-Fi within hostels, hotels and coffee shops. I find that using data when you're travelling takes away the adventure. And this is an adventure. Being dropped off in the middle of nowhere, try to find out how to get somewhere. And I reckon in the days of old, when you had no mobile phones, that would have been a proper adventure. I'm now walking on the main highway. It's not that busy, but I've had a few close calls with cars getting too close to me, and it's just over there. So the market is at the next junction down. God, it's hot. And I had planned to go for a run tomorrow morning, but I think with the exercise today, I don't need to. And you're probably thinking, why is it always McDonald's that he goes to? When you go to anywhere strange, I'm going to need to go across over there. And you need Wi-Fi, apart from the Philippines. You can get Wi-Fi easily in McDonald's. And I don't want to go, it's like in that last place where I had a coffee, I could have just said, where can I go for free Wi-Fi? She didn't speak any English. So as soon as I said McDonald's, yes, just down the road. So it is the international language for free Wi-Fi. I'm going to attempt to cross this. Is there anything a bit wider? It's a long way down. Oh, that didn't look too strong, especially when you're carrying 20 kilograms. It's a long way down. I'm getting too old for this. I might have to walk a bit further. There was no crossing, so I took the leap of faith, and I broke no bones. So I know the Golden Arches just around here. And the main reason I didn't think I was going to be here was because of everything on the internet and talking to the people in the hostel, the manager, the owner, who just kept saying no, there's no direct transport over the border. You have to go up to the border and then try and hitch a lift across. So I proved them wrong. It would have been nicer if the bus had taken me into town and then dropped me off instead of just off the side of the road. Hello. Sorry, there's a little dog there. I was planning on being here tomorrow, so I'm a day early, which means I can take a day off tomorrow, do a bit of gentle sightseeing. Oh, there's a cafe there. Oh well, I'm hungry. It's coming up to 4:20 in the afternoon. Still had nothing to eat apart from that coffee. I did have a small bottle of water for breakfast because I was in a hurry to get out. So there's the Golden Arches, and it's a garage at McDonald's at the end. Oh, thank God for that. My last resort had been I was going to hitchhike into the centre, but because everyone's shopping, most of the cars that I saw were all full. McDonald's was a letdown. No Wi-Fi, it wasn't working, and the staff were not the most helpful, but I got some food. So what did I do? I went outside and there was a friendly policeman who introduced himself as Alex, and he lent me his hotspot on his phone, and I was able to use his Wi-Fi, and I was able to use his data, but I had to find a place very quickly. So I looked on the offline maps and there was a place called JJ's Homestay, and that is this place here, and I got a grab taxi, and it's got a monthly rate of between 200 and 1,200. It's basic. I'm still trying to get in. They've got my passport, they've got some money offers. It's in an area that is in the centre. The grab taxi that brought me here, the driver spoke amazing English, told me all about the place, said there is lots to do but don't stay any more than 2 days, which I'll take as advice. So all I'm waiting for is just to get in. Oh yeah, ready?
Oh, you take video?
Yeah, I'm just taking a video for the place. Is that okay? And this is it. This is the end of the day. So it's cost me 90 ringgit, and that's including a 10 ringgit tourist tax. Is there a shower? There is no shower. Well, unless that's it there. So the woman said if I rate this 5 stars on Facebook, she'll give me a free drink. I'll do anything for drink. I'm not allowed to do any talking in the room because the walls are thin. Yeah, whatever. It's been a long day. It's been a day that I wasn't expecting, but that's all part of the adventure, and I am now going to chill and relax. But if you've got stressed watching me do this video, then you've got to press that like button, because that's all part of it. If you want to see what Miri is like, then you need to subscribe. But until next time, I'm going to put this aircon on. Bye bye for now.